Who do you call about burst pipes in or around your home? Stick around as we get into that in the question of the day. What's going on, guys? Matt in the hat. Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. You are tuned in to the hot list. I come to you on Monday through Friday around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. We hang out and talk real estate. We talk properties new to the market with recent price reductions or something unique about the property that I want to share with y'all and want y'all to know. I also answer a question of the day that is submitted by a listener of the podcast. And to find out how you get your question on air, all you got to do is just hang out to the end. Finally, I recognize and thank a sponsor of the week each and every single week. And to find out how you can get your spot on the hot list to be a sponsor of the week, just hang out with me for a few and I will get that information to you. So it is Friday. It is Red Friday. And for those that know what that means, thank you so much. Thank you everybody for your veterans for past and present service, and just continue to wear red on Fridays to support those that are fighting for our country. So the property we are talking about today is a little different in the fact that, yes, it is a new listing, and instead of just a standard listing, this property is actually coming to an auction on February 6th. So the address is 2582 Road Y in Reading. So it's about 20 miles just north of here. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath home. It is a manufactured home sitting on a little over 7 acres. And again, it is an auction. It will be sold to the highest bidder with the reserve, if the reserve is met, on Saturday, February 6th at noon. House has an open concept from the kitchen, dining room, living room area. Got one bedroom and bathroom on the north side of the house, 2 beds and a bath towards the south end. Also has some outbuildings along with the property as well. It's got a stream coming through there and a hay meadow as well. If you are an outdoorsman, just want to get out of the city limits, this gives you a little bit of land and the opportunity to just kind of get a little bit further away from neighbors and from the city limits as well. So definitely check it out. I've included a link in the description. All you have to do is click on it while the property is available before auction, and it will take you right to the website so you can see the pictures that are there. I have some more coming. There's only a few right now. Just gives you an idea. And again, it will go to the highest bidder at auction on Saturday, February 6th at noon. Before I get to the question of the day, I do want to recognize and thank our sponsor of the week this week, and that is Neenan Company right here in Emporia. We've talked all week about the locations they have, they're family owned, the different type of products, as well as green products that they offer that are a little more energy efficient, and just some of the brands as well. They don't just sell household products or plumbing supply. Well, yeah, they sell plumbing supplies, but they also sell general tools, some chemicals as well, and some specialty products. For anybody that is looking to do any type of remodeling or repair in your home, they also offer pipes as well as fittings. So if you're looking to update or replace some pipes, they have copper pipes, PEX, PVC, and steel pipes. So just make sure you check them out. The location here in Emporia is 811 Graham Street, or you can call them directly 620-343-7861. And just a reminder, they have 11 locations in Kansas and Missouri. So if you're in around the Kansas, Missouri area, all you got to do is just click on the link. It'll take you to their website, and you can find a location that is closest to you. If you're interested in being a sponsor of the week and support the hot list, all you have to do is shoot me a message, let me know, or even drop me a comment. We'll have a little bit further conversation as far as what it takes to become a sponsor of the week and support the hot list. And this is Monday through Friday. It gets distributed to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon Music. So it goes to a number of different places and a way for you to get your advertising out there and be seen and recognized. And that brings us to my favorite portion of the podcast, and that is the question of the day. The question of the day is submitted by a listener of the podcast Monday through Friday. If you have a question about real estate that you're not sure of, even not sure where to start, I would be happy to be the real estate resource that you reach out to and use. All you have to do is shoot me a message or drop me a comment wherever you're listening to this, and I will not only answer that question for you, I will use that question for continual content like I'm doing with each and every question. There are times where I not only educate everybody that's listening or watching, but educate myself as well, which definitely always helps. My opinion, you can never be too, and doing this is not only a way to give back, but it's also a way for me to continually update and educate everybody. So, question of the day: who do I call when the pipes burst? Seems like a pretty straightforward question. As somebody who has gone through this myself, when it comes down to a burst water pipe, that is no bueno for anybody. That just immediately turns into bad news bears. Now, depending on the size of the area and the size of the pipe that burst is going to depend on the level of damage. Obviously, a larger pipe is going to cause more damage because they can lose on average a gallon per second, if not more. Now, smaller pipes, while they won't lose that much water, they can still cause significant damage. When dealing with broken pipes, it is important to take action quickly to stop excessive water loss as well as continued damage, and get the pipe fixed as quickly as possible as well. Also, depending on the pipe that bursts will tell you who you call. So who are you going to call? No, not the Ghostbusters for this one. Obviously, if it's in your home, if you're not able to do it yourself, you want to call a plumber. If it is outside your home, that may still depend on where the pipe is located. So today, what we're going to do is we are going to walk through 5 things to know about burst pipes. So number 1, is the pipe really broken? Before you call the city, rural water district, or even a plumber, make sure that the pipe is truly broken. For example, if you think you have a burst pipe, it may actually be a drop in water pressure and not an actual broken pipe. Some signs that a pipe has burst will be water spraying from the ground or a visible section of the pipe, puddles forming despite lack of rain, odd colors or smells coming from tap water or even debris in your tap water, sounds of running water when visible water is not present, and significant increases in your water bill despite not using any more water. If the pipe is located in your house, you want to search for areas that might have some damp spots, paint blistering up from water damage, water stains, or even mold and mildew on the walls or ceiling. Number 2, burst water mains. If you live in or around the Emporia area, you are no stranger to water main breaks in this area. So if a main breaks, the responsibility is going to fall on the city, water district, or municipality where you get your water. This means you need to contact them as soon as possible, let them know about the damaged pipe that's near your house, and give them a location of where it is. You want to give as much information as possible about the break, including the location, how much water is coming from the pipe, and in any extenuating circumstances that you know of, maybe there was a car accident or a worker happened to drive a post into a water pipe. Number 3, the pipes in your yard. Generally, if a pipe breaks in your yard, it is considered your responsibility to repair it and pay for it. Even if the pipe connecting your home to the main breaks, that is still going to be your responsibility as the homeowner. It is likely that the water district or municipality, there's not going to be a whole lot they're going to be able to do other than tell you to shut the water off to the house and contact somebody. This typically means calling a plumber. Just let them know what's going on. And just like if you were to call the city or water district, you want to provide them with as much detail as possible, because this is going to give them a better understanding of what's going on and what type of equipment they may need in order to repair the pipe. Number 4 brings us to household plumbing. If a pipe is broken in your home, definitely going to need to call a plumber unless you are capable of doing it yourself and familiar with what needs to happen. Now, some household problems are going to be easy to spot, like, a pipe spraying water in your basement. Those are pretty simple and straightforward. Now, I have seen and experienced pipes that may be hidden behind walls or have small cracks, meaning it's going to require some additional work in order to reach those pipes. On that same note, I've also opened up a wall to get to pipes and just to find out that they weren't leaking. And, then I had a hole in the wall and had to explain to my wife why, there's a 2-foot hole in the wall. It happens. So just like with the pipes in your yard, you want to provide the plumber that you call with as much detail as you can. And of course, this is going to help them take care of the problem as quickly as possible. And finally, that brings us to number 5, what to do when pipes break. In addition to calling the right party in order to fix the leak, there's still going to be some other things needed to be done once you discover that there is a pipe broken in your home. So, for example, if there's a pipe in your yard or your home that is broken, you want to shut off not just to the house, but to the house. These are typically located in your yard, generally under some type of metal cover. So, for example, mine is in my front yard. It's probably 40 feet from the house. All you got to do is just take a socket or a crescent wrench, open that bad boy up, and then once you got it open, you just turn off the water flow. It's pretty simple. Again, designed for people like me. Then you want to clear out the affected areas. You want to remove or relocate any items that could be damaged by water so they stay dry, doesn't ruin them. And as soon as you can, you want to head to grocery store or convenience store to pick up a few gallons of water. This is going to serve as drinking water until the pipe is going to be fixed. And depending on which pipe it is and how soon that a plumber is going to be able to get to you, you want to buy enough to last a few days, especially if it's a main water that's ruptured, because then you're likely to have a boil water order in effect and will follow. Again, those in or around the Emporia area, very familiar with how that works. We've gone through this many times. I'm sure there's many more to come. So we're no stranger. So again, top 5 things to know about burst pipes. Number one, you want to find out if it is really broken. That way you don't make an unnecessary call just to have them come out and say that, your pipe's not actually broken. Number two, if burst water main, if it's a main, generally it falls on the city or municipality where you get your water. They will fix it. Just give them some information, let them know what's going on. Number three, if the pipe breaks in your yard, it is considered your responsibility. Very little that the water district or municipality is going to do. Call a plumber and they'll get rolling on it. Number four, household plumbing. If the pipe breaks in your house, if you can't do it yourself, it is time to call a plumber and find the pipe, whether it's spraying water in the basement, pretty easy to find, or there is some excess water or you hear running water behind a wall, time to open that thing up. And finally, number five, what to do when a pipe breaks. Once you call whichever party you need to in order to get that repair rolling, it is time to remove and relocate some items so you can reduce the amount of water damage that you can, contain it to one area, and then start cleaning up as best you can. So that is going to do it and wrap it up for today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to the Hot List. I'm your host, Matt Johnson with Keller Williams Realty. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have a phenomenal Red Friday and tune back in 12 o'clock on Monday. See you then.